Miami-Dade County Animal Services Department responds to pets in need, lost, injured, neglected, abused, or distraught. We're there when animals need us. Animal Services rescues thousands of pets every year. We work to ensure the health and safety of pets and pet owners. Caring animal welfare officers even enter COVID-19 exposed homes to save our furry friends. The thousands of rescued pets are available for adoption at our no-kill facility. Adopting a pet saves lives, multiplies the love in your life, and helps us ensure shelter pets get a second chance with a caring family. We are there when they need us, so you can be there for all the love they give you. Adopt a pet at the Miami-Dade Animal Services Pet Adoption and Protection Center. For hours and more information, visit miamidade.gov/animals or call 311.
Look at that camera.
From the Everglades.
There you go. Hey everybody, Grant Miller here. We got Sean and Nancy.
I'll go with that.
It's Kathy, but we call her Kathy Nancy. So Sean, what do you do exactly there? What do you are you the enforcer? You like Rocky or Balboa? What do you do? It says you're the enforcer. Enforcement. What do you do there? Animal service.
The name's a little
harsh.
Yes. Basically, I supervise the animal control officers and the investigators. They basically handle the calls. I know a lot of times people sit there and they hear enforcement. Oh, they write tickets. They're the ones that are going to find me. But our main goal is to educate people and try to have them come into compliance through warnings, through education before we have to take any further actions as far as issuing citations.
When you, like you say, citations, you have too many dogs, they're not properly kept.
Every dog in Dade County must be vaccinated against rabies and have a county license tag. We also do have a leash law where any dog that's off of private property must be leashed and under the restraint of a competent person. We have other citations, people that have been bitten by dogs. We will write bite reports. We handle injured animal calls. We assist police when they need a dog picked up or if they're serving a warrant or somebody's been arrested and we have to remove the animals. We have a dangerous dog ordinance. So there's quite a few different things that our department does.
When you go out, your job's really interesting. You go out and then Mr. Jones or Mr. Rodriguez or Mrs. Smith or Mrs. Gonzalez, I'm trying to cover all areas. Their neighbor has a bad dog. So what do? You knock on the door of the bad dog? How do you the dog's inside, what do you do? Well, that dog's been running around all day, but now it's inside. What do you do?
Well, again, it goes back to education. We'll try to make contact with the dog owner and let them know that we had received a complaint that the dog has been running at large and check to see if they have again, rabies vaccination or a current license tag. And if they do, then again, we've educated them. We ask them, please try to make sure that the dog stays on the property. And if they haven't, we educate them as far as how to go about obtaining a rabies vaccination and the county license tag, issue them a warning, and they have 45 days to comply.
Wow. Okay. We're going to go to Kathy. And the little joke is I called her Nancy last show, so that's why.
We'll never let him forget it.
No. Okay. You used abbreviation HEART. What is HEART? And first of all, more important than you, Kathy, and Sean, is your beautiful
is Max.
Max.
Yes.
Before we go on to the HEART thing, talk about Max again.
Max is the Miami-Dade Animal Services spokesdog for animal cruelty. He was a victim of a terrible act. When he was a puppy, about 6-7 weeks old, his muzzle had been taped shut repeatedly. And you can see the scarring and the white hair that grew back. It goes all the way around. So they had taped his mouth shut and then untaped it and retaped it and untaped it a number of times. So there's a lot of different scar patterns. Thankfully, the department got involved and Max has a great life now, but a whole lot of suffering for such a great little puppy. And this is what the HEART does. The HEART is the Humane Animal Response Team, and they investigate reports of animal cruelty. They investigate dangerous dogs. They assist with pretty much everything that Sean had just gone over, the police requests for assistance, stray dogs, injured dogs. Basically, if there's an animal in need, we're there for them.
When you're out, Sean, you see some dogs, you go, you could cry sometimes, right?
Yeah, the worst is when you find dogs that obviously have
Or
been,
cats.
or cats, or any animal that have not been properly cared for, that are emaciated, that are anemic because the fleas have basically sucked the blood out of them. And in a situation like this with Max, that's one of the most rewarding things is you take a dog that was in such horrible condition, and then now he's got a great life. Also, I know he's the spokes dog, but my dog Peanut is also a spokes dog. I didn't bring her.
Wait. Where's Peanut? I love that name, Peanut.
Peanut, there she
There it
is.
Oh,
There's
wow.
Peanut.
Wait. Who's that? Is that your younger son or something?
That handsome gentleman would be me.
What happened? What is this? A Coven beard?
Well, this is my father. He always used to start growing a beard January 1st and then shave it off the day after St. Patrick's Day. So
And when's St. Patrick's Day? The day after you get what?
It's the day after you drink green beer.
Okay.
Corned beef and cabbage.
All right. So Peanut is a. Next time you come, can you bring Peanut?
Sure.
This dog stole the show, and it will steal the show unless Peanut. So tell a story about Peanut.
We had received a complaint. There was posts on Facebook of an individual who was doing ear croppings at home and performing other surgeries. We contacted the state attorney's office and the Miami-Dade Police Department, and they basically took over the investigation. But Peanut is one of the dogs that was confiscated. He had actually done the ear trimming on her, or cropped her ears. And when she came in, she was quite young too, and her head was bigger than her body. And for some reason, I said she looks like a peanut, and it stuck.
How long ago was that?
Had to be about 4 years.
You adopted it?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Is it the greatest pet in the world?
Besides Max.
Other than Max.
I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but yes, it is.
And what kind of dog is it again?
It's a terrier mix.
I like that.
Just
terrier mix.
Just Heinz 57, mutt, whatever you want to call it.
I resemble that.
I think we all do.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny. We're not going to read politics, but we're all mutts.
Exactly.
We all came by a boat somewhere, somehow, our family.
Yeah.
I just love these stories about adoption. Have you picked up a dog and go, this dog is just beautiful? Have you ever had one of those?
Oh, there's been quite a few. I remember the first time I found it's a breed called a Catahoula leopard hound.
Can you find that? I want to know what that is.
And the markings on the two dogs, I had never seen one before. And
when you say markings, what do you mean?
Like the color patterns, like how there are Great Danes that are Merle is a pattern. There's just certain markings that it really unique. And when I saw these dogs, I was really. How
many pets do you have?
I have one dog and a community cat that I feed.
What's the cat's name, Sean?
Cat's name's Booger.
And when you say community,
leopard dog right there.
Yeah,
that's it right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just so.
And why was it born? Why does it have that color? There's a reason, right?
I honestly have no idea. I guess
it has to be something
breeding, but
it's the state dog of Louisiana. That's more interesting. Okay, so your job is quite interesting.
Let me go back to
talk
that for
about
a second.
boogers.
I don't want to talk about boogers.
Okay.
But what I do want to talk about
Max is jealous of
Max
boogers.
Max is jealous, but Max and Peanut are actually buddies. So
are they?
They are.
Do they come to work?
They are. On occasion. Sean doesn't bring Peanut much. He's kind of a mean pet parent, but yeah, he needs to bring her more often because we love her so much.
PPP.
Yeah.
That's what
we love Peanut. We love Peanut. So she doesn't come enough. But it's interesting because when Sean was talking about the Catahoula that he had picked up, the variety of dogs that come into the shelter, there is something for everyone. Max was a shelter dog. So Dachshunds, Catahoulas, and everything in between. It's not just big American bulldogs. There's nothing wrong with American bulldogs, but I think people don't really understand the variety of pets we have in the shelter. Just an incredible variety, something for everyone.
For the people in TV land, there's no question. If you go there, you're walking out with a pet.
Absolutely.
I did everything in my power not to take home Blackie. Is that the dog's name, right? Are you there? She's ignoring me.
She's sleeping.
There
she is.
It's like my ex-wife just ignoring me. Okay, so I did a little. Did a show there, and there's dog Blackie. So people, if you go, you're gonna find a dog that loves you more than you love that dog, and it's pretty amazing when you go there. You see these kids. I saw this older man. He was a vet. getting a dog, I don't know who's crying more, him or me.
It's a beautiful thing.
Because they're just so happy.
Yeah.
So, and the service you do. Okay, let's get back to Heart. We don't
Heart.
understand it. Go for it.
You don't understand Heart?
No, what does it do?
Oh, okay. So the Humane Animal Response Team.
Do I have to call you Nancy or Kathy to get you to pay attention to me?
Kathy Nancy.
Kathy Nancy.
Yes, yes.
Catherine.
Yeah. Oh
Is
dear.
that what your mom used to call you? Catherine, come here
No,
now.
It was Kathleen, and
Kathleen?
it's still, when I hear Kathleen, it still like stops my heart.
Like
'Cause it's
what I
only
do
my
wrong?
mother called me that. Yes, Kathleen Rose. So terrifying.
Kathleen Rose?
Oh God.
Front and center. How many
Yeah.
kids were in your family?
Ooh, 13. Good Irish family.
Wait, you had 13.
13.
And what number were you?
I'm number 5. 7 boys, 6
Where were
girls.
where were they? Where were your
All
parents?
1 year apart.
No, where in the country? Was it in the United States?
Yeah. Yes.
What state? What state?
Maryland.
Did your parents not know what a television was?
That's I've heard that so many times. Well,
13.
they did know what television.
Wait. And how old was your dad at his last child?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. We're all 1 year apart. We're
Okay.
all 1 year
And
apart.
who's the oldest?
The oldest is Diane.
And how old is Diane?
Diane is 5 years older than me.
Okay, that's 30.
She's like 58.
Okay.
So
Your youngest is?
the youngest is. This is too much math. They didn't tell me there was going to be a math quiz. I
Oh, wait,
I
go-
don't know. When you have that many siblings, it's hard to
Do you
keep
know?
track.
Were you?
I know their names.
Okay, what number were you in the list?
Number 5.
Wait. So when you were in high school,
Yes.
your mom was still having kids.
Yes. When I was 5, I was changing diapers already. So
And how many kids do you have?
I have 4. I'm done. 4's plenty. Why are you laughing?
Why?
Four's plenty.
You still have a chance.
No. I'm nope. And no.
Okay. You don't want to be like mom or dad?
And 3 grandsons.
Oh, that's okay.
No, thank
Then
you.
you're at 8. You're okay.
I'm
Okay,
yes,
how
I'm
many-
fine.
Just curious. Parents, are they alive?
Yes.
How many grandchildren do they have?
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be.
You're killing me here.
I don't want to be
Grant.
in your family. Can you
There's
imagine?
a lot.
Can you
it's
imagine how many gifts you have to buy?
like a lot. But I wouldn't have traded the experience for anything. It's incredible to have that many siblings. I mean, growing up, we're like, oh my God, I wish I was an
No
only
wonder you live in
child.
Miami. Everybody lives north.
But
The gifts in the mail.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know
no.
how you Irish people. You send them a
Yes.
6-pack. Everybody's happy.
We're happy. We're thrilled.
Okay. Let's
dear.
let's get back to Heart.
Let's do that.
Okay, it's a service that you provide.
Yes. Heart serves the community and the pets in our community. They do incredible work. Sean had touched on some of the different things that they do. I think one of the most fascinating field responses, just in 2020, we responded to 4 large-scale cockfighting cases.
Can you
And
explain what that is?
absolutely. Actually, Sean's going to explain that. We ended up with over 2,900 game fowl, which is
Okay, you're speaking Irish. Sean, can you take over? Because she says cockfighting, it's say chickens or roosters, and people, and then top of it all, I want to talk about, when you talk about that, in the kennel, there was a dog that was used as, I don't know, to train
a bait dog.
a bait dog. Can you talk about that too, Sean?
Sure.
Sean, you think you were going to get away? No, Catherine told me you have to speak up.
I can believe that. And I'm sure she would tell you when I'm in different situations, boy, do I speak up and tell her how it is. But
Yes,
anyways,
we have it.
basically cockfighting is fighting of roosters. These birds were basically born, and what they do is they will fight one another to the death. Fortunately, it's become such a blood sport that is very popular throughout the world. A lot of the
Big gambling.
quite big gambling.
I see it on television.
In the Philippines, once a year, they basically hold what is known as the Super Bowl of cockfighting. And people from all over the world will come and try to enter. That's how much money there is, not only in betting, but also in the selling of the game fowl. And
What are you selling? I mean, you're going to buy the top dog.
Right. A lot of the times when we do find the fighting rings, they're also breeding them and training them, getting them into shape and getting them ready. So if you have, a gamecock that wins a couple of fights, then, it's just like dog fighting. They breed, the line to where the stronger the dog, the more wins he has, the more the offspring are going to go for. There's been times where the police have come across a cockfighting ring and they have to sit on the property have to sit on the property until they get the a warrant and a motion for disposition of the animals. And there's been times when they've sat on the property. Some of these properties are 5-10 acres. And when we go back in the next morning, there's actually game fowl missing, where people have come in throughout the night and actually taken some of the game fowl.
Yeah, the animal fighting is a felony. It's illegal.
So your police have to sit there until.
The police officers, yes, because of the money involved. Like I said,
We're not talking like $500, a couple thousands of dollars.
There's some people that that were arrested, and when asked, they said some of their birds will go up to $5,000 to $10,000.
I know you guys don't watch Seinfeld. You watch Seinfeld?
Nope.
Watch Seinfeld?
Remember, we don't know what television is. 'Cause they are.
I know you don't.
Kramer and the game fowl.
Right, there's not the funniest scene.
Yeah.
Is that the best?
That was funny.
You really, for Kathleen Rose,
Kathleen.
you
sound
need
like
to
my mom.
find it. Google it. It's the funniest scene when Kramer has his chick rooster that was going to fight, and he started crying. Was it great?
Yeah, it was very, very entertaining.
If you want,
That may be entertaining, but
maybe if you want, we'll go to Best Buy, so you don't have to have a television, and we can put it on all the TVs.
okay. That sounds lovely.
But is that a date?
In all,
Did you just say yes?
I think
Sounded like
I
a
may
date to me.
have. I very well may have.
we're
but-
going to Best Buy.
I want to talk more about cockfighting, and dog fighting. So the
Are you blushing?
well, Flora back there is laughing, so she made me laugh. So I'm gonna
You're
try
blushing.
to. I'm gonna try. I'm not. I'm gonna try to hold it
national
together.
news.
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk about something very serious. So the dog fighting, cockfighting, these are illegal activities. They're felonies in the state of Florida, and it is absolutely barbaric. So the animal suffering,
They die. They die.
they
right
die.
there.
They will
Right there.
fight to the death, and if they aren't fortunate enough to die straight away, they're just taken out of the ring and thrown into a garbage pail and left to die, to suffer and die on their own. So it is barbaric.
Wait. So if your cock and my we're fighting,
Yes.
and mine is dead on the ground, not dead, but out.
Mhm.
The owner doesn't try to rehab it,
Absolutely not.
just throw it away.
He's garbage. He's garbage. So they're disposed of as such. Some of the equipment that they use, Sean will talk about the spurs and the different things that they strap
Yeah,
onto.
people don't realize that the cockfighting, they put something on.
Yes, it's horrible, and it's something that we take very seriously. We work very closely with police to investigate these cases, and sadly, when we do respond, because these birds have been trained to fight and it's all they do, they can't be rehabilitated, and they end up having to be euthanized. So anyone that's involved,
That's better than dying in a trash can.
it absolutely is, and it's tragic that so many people are involved in this activity, and so many animals suffer as a result. So Sean's responded to dozens of cases. Oh, Max is announcing a visitor. Stop that. Apparently not.
Matt, that guy. Okay, let's talk about how do we get, if we know things about cockfighting, how do we report it? What do we do? Is it go to 311? Talk about that. How do you report that?
They can either report it. There's been times where, if it's in progress, the best thing to do is contact the law enforcement department in that jurisdiction, so that way they can respond and try to catch them in the act. If they believe that there is cockfighting going on, there's a large property that has many birds and they're all kept in cages, they can contact 311 and create an animal cruelty investigation request, and then we'll respond. If we determine that we believe that there are activities of cockfighting or dog fighting, then we'd be in contact with the police department to obtain the necessary warrants and paperwork to go onto the property.
Okay, I know about the cockfighting, but there's dog fighting in Miami too?
There is. It's really underground. It's very hush hush. The money in that is quite a lot. That is, been
And a
very
big
hard.
crowd shows up. It's not like 5 people showing up.
Well, it depends. A lot of times now, it'll be not like the cockfighting where you have arenas and multiple people there. It's usually held in warehouses. I came across a case once where to make a long story short, we came across where there were dogs that were being bred to participate in dog fights. Inside, we found the treadmills that they used to exercise them. We also found a collapsible ring, and it's just a large square wood with hinges on it so they can break it down into two parts. When they open it up, they put C-clamps on the side, sit it on some carpet, and you could tell it had been used for dog fighting because there was blood stains throughout the whole entire side of the ring. So it's very easy to, whereas with game fowl, you breed them someplace and they fight in the same place. Whereas this, people can,
They move it.
right, they can decide to, okay, we're going to hold a dog fight. They rent a warehouse for, a weekend. Certain people are given, the address maybe an hour or two beforehand. Everybody knows who's supposed to be there, who's not. And then after the fight, they can break it down and be on their way.
The cockfighting is usually at farms and things like that.
Correct. Yeah.
Is there a place to register? You say you call 3-1. If you want to email, is there a place to email information?
They can go onto the county's website, to Miami-Dade Animal Services Department, and they can make
Animal right there. That's correct.
that would be it. And they can report cases of animal cruelty directly through our website.
Okay, moving on to the next thing. What are we doing to increase responsibilities for pet ownership? Is there certain responsibilities you want pet owners to do?
We definitely want pet owners to know that their basic responsibilities when you have a pet is to provide good nutrition, shelter, water, and routine veterinary care. So in looking forward, looking to the future for our future generations of pet owners, we do have a responsible pet owner curriculum that we're in partnership with Miami-Dade County School Board. So we reach about 80,000 students a year in grades 3 through 5, teaching them how to be responsible pet owners.
If people don't realize, people that don't have dogs, it's a responsibility.
It's an expensive responsibility.
Right. Dogs need to be walked. They can't be sitting there. I know some dogs do 8 hours. I think they got to be. How many hours should they be walked? Twice a day, 3 times a day?
It depends on the pet. So some breeds are more high energy than others, so they would have more exercise requirements. And then you have the larger, more sedentary breeds that might not require as much. So your veterinarian is probably your best resource for information on proper care, as far as exercise and nutrition, and of course the routine vet care that pets need. Here in Florida, we have mosquitoes year round. So we're cursed with that, but they do carry.
Blessed.
Yes, blessed. We're blessed with that. Dogs are cursed because mosquitoes do carry heartworm disease, and that can be fatal for your pet. So it's really important that the dogs are provided with routine veterinary care, that they're tested for heartworm, and they're put on heartworm preventive to protect their health from our blessed mosquitoes.
I remember, I'm talking 50 years ago, maybe 55. I still remember my 2
You're dating
dogs.
yourself.
I know. I remember my 2 dogs, Zeus and Loki.
I remember mine.
It's like, people who don't have pets don't realize,
Yeah.
it's like, and I remember I was a kid, I was 16 and my dog went with me somewhere. I get out of the car and I go in the house. 3 hours later, I forget the dog's in the car.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, it wasn't so hot, but he was over here. I remember carrying him because he was out, walking into the pool and sitting in the pool to cool his body down. I was crying so much. He lived, but point of it is, it's not a pet's not a pet. A pet is part of your life.
Absolutely.
And pets help you. There's so many mental things they help you with.
Yes.
And look at Max.
I'd be a basket case without him. So
Can we clarify that one?
No, he's
No, but I mean,
fantastic.
wait,
Dogs, they make you feel better. They're always, they're just pets in general. They love you unconditionally.
That's correct.
And he thinks I'm the greatest person in the world.
You
So
are.
every now and then,
You are.
people need that. Thank you.
Now, Sean, you had pets when you were little?
Yes.
Do you remember them?
Yes. First pet we had, or first pet that was around when I was born, it was a Doberman, and her name was Cleopatra. We called her Cleo. And my parents have pictures where I would basically climb up her hold on to her back, and she would walk, and I would
And
be
how old
walking
were you?
beside her.
3, 2?
I was a toddler because I was still learning
And you're
to walk.
holding on to her.
Yep.
And it's funny, you see, most pets love it. And they want, some dogs, they might bite you, they might get mad, but they know that you love them. We talked about dogs smell fear
Sure.
and they smell love.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the Miami Heat dogs. Can we talk about that?
We can talk
Catherine?
about that.
I don't understand that I'm going to go to a Heat game, and if a dog sits down, that means I have virus. If it stands, I don't have virus. How do they smell that?
It's fascinating, and I don't know the exact science behind it, but the dog's ability to detect different things, whether it's low blood sugar or COVID, they're incredible. The dogs that do the Homeland Security, the drug sniffing dogs, they just have an incredible sense of smell. And these dogs have been trained. Yeah, the dogs have been trained to identify specific triggers. So that's fantastic.
There's a smell of COVID.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
It's
amazing.
totally impressive.
It's amazing.
All right. So, we always talk about dogs, but do a lot of cats get adopted there?
Not enough. Our cat adoptions are significantly lower than dogs. I have 4 cats. I love my cats.
Wait. 4 cats,
I have 4 cats.
4 kids,
4 kids.
1 dog.
2 dogs. Max is a sister.
Max is not a dog.
Well,
Max is part human.
Max is sometimes, but sometimes he's just a dog. But I love him anyway.
Okay.
So yes, Max has a sister. Max has a bully sister. She's not a bully. She's a bully
Does Peanut have
breed.
any relatives there?
No, she just, when we go outside, Booger will come over and they'll sit there. And
Wait, you have Peanuts and Booger?
I have Peanut, and Booger's the outside cat that I feed. But
And when you say it's a community cat, it lives at other houses too?
it's actually owned by somebody else. That's how I found out the cat's name is Booger. But
I
unfortunately,
love that name.
It's the best name.
unfortunately, she had a couple other cats, and they're all indoor outdoor cats. They have a door. And
Wait, the other one's called Snot?
that I don't know. I haven't met the other cats.
It's not.
But it's not.
It's not Snot. Where do you live? What part of
I
town?
live in Cutler Bay,
What a great community.
priorly Cutler Ridge.
What?
Previously Cutler Ridge.
What? We know you're a ridge rat. We get that.
Yes.
Okay. Are you born down there?
I was born in Mercy Hospital. We moved to Cutler Ridge when I was 1 year old.
Yeah. Cutler Ridge, I don't know if you know, it doubled its population in the last 10 years. One of the fastest growing cities in the country.
Wow.
The property value has gone up 50% in the last couple of years.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. It's a great community. Do you have a golf cart?
No, I don't.
Everybody does, right?
I know it's hard to tell from my physique, but I do ride my bike a lot.
And I work out every day.
Yeah.
So we all have it. So, okay. What do you love about your I don't call it a job. You just love what you do. What's your favorite thing?
There's no real one thing. I've had the opportunity to work with some great people. I get a lot of satisfaction when, we are out there saving dogs, whether it's animal cruelty, or we'll find sometimes you'll have a hoarder that has too many animals in their house to properly care for, but we're able to get those animals rehabilitated, adopted, or rescued, and also work with the state attorney's office to try to get help. Animal hoarding is not necessarily animal cruelty. It's sometimes they're just caregivers that have gotten in over their head, and they just don't realize that.
And they don't know what to do.
Right. They think that they're giving the animal the best life that they can. But it's an illness that needs to be treated. And so I get a lot of satisfaction when we can, help those people out.
Are they men or women that do that?
I've come across both. There have been both men and women. So, I really couldn't say whether
when you see on television, you see it as I'm watching it, you're sad for the animals, but really sad for the caretaker, because the caretaker really is trying, but just can't. You can see it in their face.
Right.
It's devastating. You look at that person, you go, they're off a little bit, but they're hurt. They're trying to do their best. So, thank you for what you do. And Catherine, Nancy, Rose of a huge family, 14 again?
13.
13.
13.
But I got a quiz for you. Where were you born? Mercy?
Mercy
What
Hospital.
high school did you go to?
Miami Southridge.
Were you there when Joe Teckerman was there, the principal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pep rallies, he always lifted up his.
You got it.
Hands
See, that's
to
the
show.
test. If you went to that high school, you know he wore red socks.
Yep.
And he made me look tall. He passed away a couple years ago. Good people. Okay, you ready for the quiz?
Sure.
You sure?
No, but let's go.
Okay. Your favorite football team? Go.
Florida Gators.
Did you go to Florida?
No.
Okay. Birthdays. Name some spouse members. Any family members? Go.
Kathleen Rose, September 16th. Ryan Thomas, September 16th. Jocelyn Thomas, September 18th. Aaron Zangari, September 24th. Those are
Grant Miller?
Grant Miller,
You don't know.
to be determined.
Stephen Bruce, my brother, today. Happy birthday.
What's his name?
Stephen Bruce.
Stephen Bruce. Happy birthday. Your favorite animal of all animals? Go.
Manatee.
Really? That's great. I like this guy. He's from Miami. You can tell.
He's okay.
Your favorite pizza place?
Steve's Pizza.
Bam! In Cutler Bay.
Bay.
Which one do you do? The one?
The original one next to Dunkin' Donuts. They have a Steve's Express on Old Cutler.
Right. The one next to Dunkin' Donuts. You walk in, you go, the pizzas are unbelievable. And that big pizza, can you finish one by yourself?
I haven't even
Don't
tried.
lie.
I was
Don't
going to
lie.
say, be honest.
I haven't tried, but I think I could give it a run for its money.
Christmas gift. What was your favorite Christmas gift as a kid?
I got a Garcia Rapala fishing rod and fishing pole.
How old were you?
I want to say I was in 9th grade.
What middle school did you go to? Junior high.
Junior high, Cutler Ridge.
God, you are a ridge rat. Boy, you bad dude. Okay. Favorite hot dog place?
Arbetters.
Dave Arbetter, you're in the house, baby. Good job. Thank you. Okay. Your favorite burger place?
Oof. That one's tough.
Okay, next.
Latin House.
What?
Latin House.
They do have a great
Me
burger.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
People think
The Elvis.
No.
I'm all about it.
favorite taco place?
I don't know the name of it. It's a converted restaurant on Chrome Avenue in Homestead.
Oh, I like that. See, we like to promote. If you eat fish, what restaurant do you like to eat fish at?
Rod Benders.
Is that the greatest little restaurant? You feel like it's your kitchen, right? It's just okay. As a kid, superhero.
Oh, man. I'd have to go with Batman.
Okay. Favorite place you eat chicken? Go.
See, now that's a tough one because I like Church's because they have the fried okra. Popeyes, I like their chicken. And then KFC, they have great mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. So it all depends on
I love this guy's diet.
all depends on what I'm hungry for.
Your favorite sushi place?
Yeah. There was one in Doral called Ichiban.
Okay. I know you fish. Where's your favorite fishing hole? What's your favorite marina? Go. You leave from Black Point?
No,
Oh my God, this guy's he has a CR on his chest.
I don't have a boat, but growing up, used to be able to drive out on the jetty
Right?
way out there at Black Point before they redid it. And
They ruined it.
back then, you know, they had the canals and the Australian
Right.
pines, and we used to love fishing there.
Okay.
It's a man of
I'm
many
not doing-
hats.
Hey, I would ask your favorite politician, but that gets us all in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanksgiving. What's your favorite Thanksgiving as a kid?
Favorite Thanksgiving as a kid. I can't really think of one, but for the last 12 years, a coworker of mine, we had a tradition. I go up to Crystal River and we go camping every Thanksgiving. So we'll take everything out there, fry a turkey.
Okay. Camping for me is a Holiday Inn. Camping for a ridge rat,
No,
they're out in the woods. They got a little cheeky hut built.
oh
You know,
no,
right? You probably built it right then.
it's tent camping.
You when I grew up, you do not mess with the ridge. you do not. Back then, when I went to high school, there was no South Ridge, but at Palmetto, you knew who the ridge rats were. You do not mess with them. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're the guys that I believe gave us the nickname.
Yes.
It was either South Dade or Palmetto, and
Palmetto did. What was your New Year's resolution?
not to make a resolution.
Touche.
Well done.
Well done. Okay. The magic of the mix. First, you. Why is Animal Services one of the greatest places to be?
because of the incredible life-saving work that every team member there puts in every single day. We save lives. We make a difference. Nothing better.
I have nothing to add. She pretty much nailed it.
That's good. Well, it's truly an honor. You guys really do a great job for the whole community. There's some departments do certain areas. You serve everybody, and every day, it's not that you save that animal. It changes people's lives. People that never had pets, you change your life. And so thank you very much. And we want to say thank you to everybody. We didn't play music for you, but usually we play. Can you get a Gator song for this guy?
That's kind of hard for me to do as a hurricane.
Okay. Okay, we'll play any music. Let's go. Give us a song. So how long have you been working there?
It's 26 years this month.
How many years for you?
21.
21.
21.
13 relatives, 4 children, 4 cats, 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
Holy cow. It's a great day. We got music or
One
not?
second coming.
Okay, what do we got?
Well, I'm gonna do the Gators fight song. It's
Okay.
gonna hurt, but
Okay.
It's gonna sting a
So
Oh,
who are you favorite in the playoffs? Who are your 2 teams?
Let's see. Tampa Bay plays Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'd root for Green Bay in that one. And then the other one, Chiefs and Bills, I'd go with the Chiefs, only because the Bills used to give the Dolphins a real hard time.
Who's your favorite?
I do not want to.
Everybody, we thank you very much for being here. This Grand Valley Community Newspapers for the Animal Service. Have a great day. Look at the camera. There's the camera. Wave over there, John. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Max, look at the camera.